crypto fam, and welcome to another heavyweight crypto contest. Introducing first, this one is a lightning fast L1 blockchain built primarily for staking and gaming applications. It's got a current price of $3.56 with a market cap of 11.5 billion. This one's got a fully diluted valuation of 35.5 billion and a total value locked on chain of $1.76 billion. Its all-time high currently sits at $5.35. It's Sui, and in the red corner with a current price of $151, a current market cap of 78 billion, a fully diluted valuation of $90 billion, and a total value locked on chain of $8.49 billion. The all-time high currently sits at $295. It's Solana. So taking a look at those stats straight off the bat, we can see that Solana's market cap is 7 times greater than Sui's, which gives Sui a lot more room to run in the rest of the bull run. Now, having said that, a lot more of the Solana tokens have already been unlocked. The market cap is 78 billion, the fully diluted valuation is 90 billion. So most of the tokens have been unlocked, whereas only around 33% of the Sui tokens have been unlocked to date. Now, looking at the performance of these tokens on TradingView, we can see that Solana peaked recently around the 16th of January, and that was around $262. Then Trump released his token, sucked a load of liquidity out of the market, rugged everybody, and Solana's been moving down in value ever since. And we can see from the top to the bottom, it dropped down around 60%. Now, in recent times, it has been recovering, and since that bottom at around the 10th of April, it has already come up around 44 or 45%, but in the last couple of days, it's kind of been a bit stagnant. Now, with Sui, we can see it peaked around the start of January, and then it went down in line with the rest of the crypto market, and we can see that it lost only around 33% of its value. So Solana lost 60% and Sui only lost 33%. And Solana in the last couple of days has been going absolutely ballistic. It's been giving us that hockey stick growth, and from the bottom on the 7th of April up to the current moment, it's already up by 94%. So really good gains on Sui, and it looks to be the token that's trending right now versus Solana. So looking at the Solana versus Sui chart, and this represents how much one unit of Solana will get you in Sui, and this peaked around the end of July in 2024, and it's been moving down drastically ever since. And from the top to the current moment, we can see that it's down around 85%. So if you held Sui over Solana for the last 8 or 9 months, then you're 85% better off than Solana holders, which is quite a big difference. Now, moving over to DeFi Llama and checking out the on-chain stats, we can see Solana is the number 2 blockchain with 8.049 billion locked on chain, and we have to come down to 9th position to see Sui, which has got 1.67 billion locked on chain. So again, we're seeing that Sui has a lot more room to grow, and it's been performing a lot better than Solana over the last 8 months. So looking at the total value locked and the volume on Sui, we can see it bottomed out around March, April, and it's been increasing rapidly in the last couple of days, and the volume is currently right now at its all-time highs, which begs the question, is the market cap going to follow the volume back to that all-time high and the price of $5.26? So looking at the TVL and the volume on Solana, we can see it moved down in line with the market, hit its lows in April, and it's been moving up since then. But when we look at the volume, it's not at all-time highs like it is with Sui. So looking at the on-chain data, it does look like Sui is the better bet going forward for the rest of the bull run. So looking at the tokens available on Sui, and there is a lot of staking on the Sui blockchain where people lock up their Sui in return for yields, and we have to come down to position 3 to see the first meme coin in terms of liquidity, and that's the Deep Book token. It's got $7.3 million of liquidity and a market cap of 424 million. So moving over to Solana and taking a look at the meme coins that are available, we can see the Trump token has liquidity of 412 million, which is 20 times bigger than the second token, which is Fartcoin, and the market cap of the Trump token is $3 billion. So Trump has basically sabotaged and taken over the Solana blockchain, and it's drained all of the liquidity, out of the Solana chain and plenty of other chains as well. And then the other chain that we're interested in for its mem coins, which directly compete with Solana, is the Base chain. We can see that the number one mem coin on Base is currently Game by Virtuals. That's got liquidity of $7.9 million and a market cap of 48 million. And we can see that there's plenty of other options there as well. So overall in this video, we've had a look at Solana versus Sui, and I feel that Sui has a lot more room to grow into the future, especially in the rest of this bull run. Solana has kind of already had its time. So my money right now is in Sui. The token is trending and we could see it easily getting back to those all-time highs. That's not to say that Solana isn't going to do well as well, but I just think there's more upside if we invest into the Sui token. And if I did want to get mem coins, I'm going to stay away from Solana where all that Trump nonsense is going on, and I'm probably going to look for my more speculative plays, my higher beta 5, 10 or 20x potentials on the Base chain. So I'm invested right now in Bitcoin because it's the most stable, and then my altcoin for high beta is going to be Sui, and then if I'm looking for mem coins for those outsized returns, I'm going to be looking at the Base chain.